morning, everybody. Well, I think I left Fort Smith with this load that goes to Huntington, Indiana for an 8 o'clock Friday appointment. My plan is I'm going to get there today. I've got just enough time, about 20 minutes to spare, to get all the way there. And the customer has overnight parking. It's a small Gerdau plant. I've been there several times before. So that's the plan. I'm just making my way across Missouri, showing you a little bit of the Show Me State on this drizzly morning. I've already been driving for over 2 hours. I probably left out around, I don't know, 4:20, something like that this morning. And funny thing is, you know, I think I mentioned yesterday I had run into a student and a driver trainer and saw them getting loaded there at Fort Smith shortly after I got loaded. And then, you know, I stopped at a pilot last night in Joplin, Missouri, stayed the night, and they pulled in just a few minutes after I did. I mean, they were parked a little ways from me, you know, maybe 30 yards from me, but I recognized them, saw where they parked. And then this morning when I headed out, they were up, and the trainee was doing his morning inspection of the truck, you know, had his lights and flashers on, walking around the truck, so I waved at him. I'll probably see him again at some point. It's funny how, you know, you end up kind of mirroring a lot of times, you know, people that are doing the same loads you're doing, you end up kind of following each other around sometimes. So I really hope that I run into them up here at the customer so I can talk to them on camera, you know, do a little, because it'd be great to talk to a student who's about to finish. I think he told me yesterday when I ran into him that he was on his 3rd week of training, so he ought to be getting done. So it'd be great to talk to the two of them, a trainer and a trainee. See how he got his CDL, how long it's taken him, you know, all that kind of stuff. But speaking of CDL, you know, if you're watching this video and you've decided to get into trucking and get started, you know, the first thing I recommend you do, because it's the easiest part to accomplish, is wherever you live, you know, contact your local DMV or whatever it's called there where you live that issues the CDL permits, and go ahead and start studying for your permit and get that. You know, you can do that on your own. Like in Arkansas, when I did mine, you know, you basically go and register, pay a little fee of like 30 bucks, and they give you a piece of paper that basically tracks if you've taken the CDL test, and they give you a study booklet, and you know, take that booklet, and in my case I was working 2 jobs when I was starting to study for my CDL, so I just did it when I had some free time. You know, I was in no hurry. I took a couple of months, you know, I read through the booklet, studied the booklet. I also used an online training service called truckingtruth.com. I'm sure there's lots of others that are out there, but I used truckingtruth.com, which I thought was excellent and very helpful. You know, they kind of takes you through step by steps by subject matter, and there's podcasts, all sorts of interesting learning material. But It also has quizzes that you take as you study, and it actually has real questions that are from the CDL test, and very helpful, very helpful. So between the study booklet I was given and truckingtruth.com, you know, I spent a couple months doing that, and then went and took my permit test and passed everything the first time, got my permit, my learner's permit. And then from there, you could, you know, come to Maverick, go through their CDL training school, or you could, you know, check what's available around you. You know, a lot of community colleges have programs. Check with your workforce services. Hell, there might even be grants, you know, available. But you know, if you do it on your own, and you know, like in my case, after I got my learner's permit, I found this local guy that was about an hour and a half from where I lived, and he had his own little CDL school where he did private instruction. And so I went up there 3 different times and worked with him, and then he would go with me to the local testing facility, you know, with his truck. You know, you got to have a truck, and you know, I did it that way. But whatever works for you, just see what's available. But you know, if you want to, you can just come and do it all at Maverick. At the time I was getting my CDL, Maverick didn't have their school totally set up, so it wasn't really an option for me. But now, you know, they've got a school set up. You can just go there and they'll house you, put you through the school. You do it all right there. But if you do it on your own, keep in mind too that Maverick, as long as you go through an accredited school, CDL school, they'll reimburse you for your tuition, you know, whatever you spent on the school. I think there's a maximum amount. I forget off the top of my head what that is, but all of what I spent was reimbursed to me over, I don't know, maybe my first year. I think they paid me, I don't know, like $150 a month, something like that. I think I spent maybe $1,200 on my CDL training. But anyway, just whatever works for you, get it done and get started. We need you out here. Freight is hot. Lots of money out here. Just got a pay raise. Our pay went up 3 cents a mile. The tarping fees went up. You know, it's all moving in the right direction. So get on out here. All right, that's enough for now of the Missouri scenery. I'm sure the sun's probably getting in your eyes, so I'll hit you later with some more stuff. All right, folks, I am here a couple miles from the Madison, Illinois Maverick yard. Just stopped down here at the Pilot, down the street from there. Just thought I would go ahead and stop at the Madison Maverick yard and do my 30-minute break. I'm gonna have to take a 30-minute break at some point today to get all of my drive clock back. So this is a good place to do it. I'll just film this for you, just so you can see what it's like getting in there. You'll notice across the road here, if you can see it, there's a big auto racetrack over there. Never been through here when any racing is actually going on, but pretty cool facility. All right. We also have several customers that we pick up from nearby here. So this facility is located in a really good spot. You know, if you're hauling Maverick freight, you know, if you come out of Fort Smith, you know, most of the loads out of Fort Smith go to Michigan, Indiana, you know, so all of them would, the best way to get there is to shoot up 49 up to 44, go across Missouri into St. Louis, and then you know, so you're coming right by here, and you also come by here, you know, bringing freight back, you know, if you live in this part of the world. So it's a good spot. You know, if you've got equipment issues or something wrong with your trailer or your truck, you can stop by here, maybe get it corrected pretty quickly. I know I've stopped in here before and had a light on my trailer swapped out, you know, in just a few minutes. If it's something serious, you may have to leave it there for a while, but you know how that works is you'd have to do a breakdown, and you know, if it's going to take a while, they'll put you up in a nearby hotel while your truck's getting worked on, and you get breakdown pay. I mean, you don't want that to happen, but you know, it's not a total loss. You might have to have your load repowered, you know, picked up by another driver in order for the load to get to the customer on time. So, you know, it causes problems. You don't want that to happen, but that's how it works. All right, so we're just about a half a mile from the turn-in. You gotta go in. I remember the first time when I was with my trainer, we came through here. I was approaching this bridge right here, this railroad overpass. It scared me because it's just 13 foot 10 inches high, the sign says. You know, it's just the legal minimum height is 13.6, so you only got 4 extra inches there to deal with. All right, so this is if you make this turn here, this is Maverick Drive. See the facility here on the right. They still got the sign out front, hiring diesel technician. So if you know a diesel technician looking for work and they live in this area, have them check out the Maverick Madison facility. All right, let me find my ID. I'll need it to open the gate. There's a truck in line there to get into the truck wash. I'm not going to worry with that today because the fellows washed my truck over the weekend when I was parked in the North Little Rock yard. Thank you, fellas. I really appreciate it when y'all do that. All right, gate is opening. That's one of the glass trucks there to the left, waiting to get into the car wash or truck wash. I'm just going to pull over here to the right and park, and you know, go off my clock, take my 30-minute break, maybe go in and you know, use the restroom. There's another glass truck turning the corner there. You'll get a shot of some of the other trucks with loads that are parked here for whatever reason. A lot of them probably doing what I'm doing, taking a break. All right, I'll get back to you later. Hello, everybody. Well, thought I'd give you an update, mainly because they sent me a pre-plan for tomorrow. I'm about 50 minutes from my customer. It's about 5 o'clock Eastern time in the afternoon. I've got just enough time to get there. I think I've got like 7 or 8 extra minutes of drive time on my clock. So hopefully I don't run into any traffic issues here shortly. My delivery appointment is not till 8 a.m., but they have overnight parking. So I'm going to get there, be there in the morning. I think they start at 8 o'clock, so hopefully I'm the first one. And they've sent me a pre-plan to go about half an hour away to Columbia City, Indiana, to a big Steel Dynamics place. I picked up twice there before, done some videos a few weeks ago from there. Big place, a lot of steel beams, different types of steel beams. And it delivers Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock in Catoosa, Oklahoma. So it'll get me home. I won't be able to get home tomorrow unless I cheat. So since it doesn't deliver until Tuesday morning, you know, I just plan on getting home Saturday morning. And you know, won't have to leave out until you know, I could leave out Monday evening and drive part of the way, or just get up and leave real early on Tuesday, because from North Little Rock to Catoosa is about, I'm going to say that's probably about 5 hours, as I remember, maybe 5.5. So I may drive a little